Welcome to Australasian Airlines video tutorial on Active Sky. Active Sky is a really good weather program, and it downloads real world weather into Flight Sim, and it also does automatic updates during your flight. It's a really good program for realistic weather. The first thing you'll have to do is go into our FSX files and just browse through the files there, and you'll be able to download the program. Now, included in the file is also a program called Active Sky Graphics, which also works in conjunction with Active Sky. Basically, Active Sky Graphics installs all your weather textures into Flight Sim, so it's all your realistic cloud and sun and lighting and all the rest of it that you'll need to have working if you want really good graphics. So you just go to FSX files and download the Active Sky program, and the Active Sky Graphics is also in there as well. So once you've installed it, it's not too hard to install. It's a fairly easy program, very self-explanatory. Install the Active Sky program. It's got all the service packs there, and install the graphics as well. And then once the graphics are all installed and you've actually installed them to Flight Sim, you'll then be able to run the Active Sky program. Now, once you run it, this is basically what you'll see when you first run it. It's this is the main loading page, and this is where it'll actually come up here and start loading the weather. See, it's already started downloading the weather. So what you'll do, this is very important that you get it in the right order. You need to install Active Sky before you run Flight Sim, and then at the end of the flight you need to close Flight Sim before you close Active Sky. If you do these in the wrong order, it will actually cause issues and could crash your Flight Sim. So make sure that you get Active Sky running before you actually start Flight Sim. So basically, once it's all loaded, this is the main page that you'll see. There's different things you can go in here and set up. You can launch FSX from Active Sky, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just minimize once you're actually ready to start Flight Sim. So you can go into the settings page and just do all settings through here. I would definitely set automatic weather downloads, and you can enable the different things for X graphics interaction, and set all your winds and clouds and all the rest of it. You can set all that up to your preference, and then just apply. And then go back into to map. If you go to map, okay, this will show us our last location, which is YPPH. So you can select any airport. So you just put the airport code in there and click go. That will then show you the map, and then all you need to do is just put your mouse on the actual dot next to the airport, and it will actually give you all the airport weather. So you can see there you got the weather there. It's wind is 250 at 17 knots, visibility is greater than 10 kilometers, clouds scattered 3,800, broken 30,000, temperature 24, and QNH 1009. So, and then it just decodes the actual weather for you there. So it's a really good program for actually checking your weather before you actually fly. So yeah, just also check out the flight planning video tutorial. That's a really good video tutorial on how to flight plan, and also another way to get your weather. But this is if you decide to use this program, this is a really good way to check your weather as well, and you can check your weather along the way for your arrival. So yeah, basically, if you ever want to know what the airport weather is for any airport, you just type the code in. So we'll just check out YMML. Just click go, and then you just come down here to YMML, and there's the airport weather there. So that's wind is 180 at 14 knots, KVK, temperature 21, QNH 1014, and we've got remark there of haze. We've got some haze there, which is the HZ, and other than that, there's no real significant weather. But it's all broken down there. We've got clouds broken at 6,400 feet, scattered at 8,900 feet, broken at 12,200 feet, with no rain reported. So that's basically how it all works. So all you do is you always start with your before you actually load Flight Sim, always make sure that you've got your departure airport installed there. running, like, you know, so that's up on the map, because then that will actually download your weather for where you are. So you can check all these. A lot of these tabs will actually say off, so I just make them all on so you can actually see, and it will show you on the map where if there's any rain, what the visibility is. So it all goes up in here. It even shows you the winds are, where the wind's coming from. So it's definitely coming from the west here. So yeah, you can even, if you want to, you can even go into the briefing page and you change your flight plan. You can put in your departure ID, your destination ID, alternate if you want to, cruising speed, cruising altitude, and then you can click process. And what it will actually do is on the map, it will actually put a line on your map from your departure airport to your arrival airport. That's pretty much it for Axtive Sky. It's a very simple program to actually use, but it's a really good weather program. It has very realistic weather, constantly updating the weather along the flight. And yeah, I mean, you could be sitting on the runway for takeoff. It won't even be raining, and next thing you know, there's a big shower of rain come over and it'll start raining. That's how realistic it is. It's a really good program, and it's also very stable with Flight Sim. I have tried another weather program which isn't very stable. It just kept crashing my Flight Sim, so I took it out. But I use Axtive Sky. It's a really brilliant program. There are other weather programs out there if you want to try them out, but as far as installing them goes, this is the most easiest program to install. Some of those other programs do take a long time to install. They're very complex to use, but this one here is very easy to install, very easy to use. You know, basically within a couple of minutes, 3 minutes of you actually running the program, you've got your weather and you're running Flight Sim. So it's a really good program. So that's about it for this tutorial. So yeah, this goes alongside the flight planning tutorial as well as the FS Commander tutorial. So check those out as well. And yeah, and we look forward to seeing you in more tutorials. Thanks for watching.